Hello everyone, good morning. Welcome to Officer Adda 24/7. I hope आप सब बहुत अच्छे होंगे. Welcome to the special session where we will be discussing about the 4-month perfect strategy for your CIB exams, correct? So that you can qualify it in one single go. What should be the do's and don'ts that you should take care at this point of time so that you can clear the exam in the coming attempt, right? We all are aware that this attempt, November and December, is really important. काफी ज्यादा important है ये नवंबर दिसंबर वाला अटेम्प्ट. ऐसा रीजन क्यों है? बिकॉज May 2023 onwards it is expected that the pattern will change, right? As IABF has notified earlier कि जो pattern है उसमें पूरा pattern वगैरह change हो जाएगा, subjects change हो जाएंगे. It's a major change, right? And we all are not aware कि किस तरीके से क्या chapters होंगे, क्या चीजें add होंगी, क्या चीजें subtract होंगी. तो इतना जब confusion वाला atmosphere है तो कोशिश करें कि आप इसी अटेम्प्ट में क्लियर कर ले. बिकॉज ये जो अटेम्प्ट में क्वेश्चंस आने वाले हैं या पैटर्न आने वाला है या चैप्टर्स आने वाले हैं, वी ऑल आर अवेयर ऑफ इट. हमने बहुत सारे प्रीवियस ईयर पेपर्स भी देखे हैं उसके. सो अनडाउटेडली दिस अटेम्प्ट वुड बी मच मोर बेनिफिशियल एज कंपेयर टू द प्रीवियस कमिंग अटेम्प्ट, राइट? सो आगे बढ़ाते हैं सेशन को, बट एक बार जल्दी से मुझे ऑडियो वीडियो चैट में कंफर्म कर दीजिए. मीनवाइल अगर आप ऑफिसर अड्डा पे नए हैं तो हम ऑफिसर अड्डा 24/7 पे प्रिपेयर करवाते हैं JAIIB के लिए, CIB के लिए, बैंक प्रमोशन एग्जाम के लिए, IABF के अदर सर्टिफिकेशन प्रोग्राम के लिए जैसे रिस्क मैनेजमेंट हो गया या फिर सर्टिफाइड क्रेडिट प्रोफेशनल हो गया, सर्टिफाइड बैंक ट्रेनर हो गया, IT से रिलेटेड आपके सर्टिफिकेशन कोर्स हो गए. इन सब की हम आपको प्रिपरेशन करवाते हैं. तो ऑफिसर अड्डा को आप चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर लीजिए, बेल आइकन को प्रेस कर दीजिए सो दैट यू गेट नोटिफाइड अबाउट ऑल द अपडेट्स और ऑल द सेशन दैट वी टेक प्लेस. Now, today we have along with us Murugan sir, who would be also guiding and mentoring us with respect to the same. क्योंकि CIB का एग्जाम राइट काफी एडवांस लेवल प्रोग्राम हो जाता है. बिकॉज when we talk about JAIIB, we say it is a basic banking awareness, basic awareness with respect to bank, to the laws. But when we come to the CIB level, it is advanced learning program, right? तो क्या changes adopt करने चाहिए from when you shift from JAIB to CIB? What will be the do's and what will be the don'ts that we have to, pay attention to? That is all we are discussing. So, good morning, Murugan sir.
Yeah, morning, Priyanshu. Morning, everyone.
So, sir, what are the two do's and don'ts that one should take care while preparing for CIB?
So, this we have been discussing for a long period. Do's means you have to make a proper study plan. You should decide when you are going to apply for the exam, how much time you are available with you, how much time you can spend in a day, like half an hour if you are going for 5 to 6 months, 1 hour at least if you are going for only 3 months preparation. So all these things you have to first prepare yourself in your mind, then stick to that plan, then go through all those study materials, sample paper, recalculated questions, case studies, mock test, all other things, analyze yourself, go through the mock test, then analyze how well you performed in comparison with others. These are all coming into do's, along with reaching the examination center in time. Still, I am seeing for the last 11 years, I am continuously informing, never be late to the exam. This is means this cannot be accepted in your banking career because of that particular. Somebody told about 2 minutes. I reached 10:02, they didn't allow. I reached 11:02, they didn't allow. Why did you reach 11:02? That is the question itself. Unnecessarily you are losing your attempt. Then the confidence level will also go. This all will come up. You should know your cutoff dates, till when you have to take the things which happened in the banking and financial industries for your particular exam. These are coming under the do's. What you are supposed to. Don'ts means you don't plan like going through only the recalculated questions, only through studying for the last 5-6 days, choosing a particular model, choosing a particular chapter. Like last time, some 30-40 questions it came from credit, so you are going only along with that 40 marks. The remaining portion you are leaving them. Then somebody told I passed the exam only studying in the last night, so you are also thinking I will study only the last night. These all things never worked out. It's purely based on your hard work. How much effort you put on, the result will be according to that only, definitely. So you now, as Priyanshu told of this 4 months, how to pass it in 4 months, Even now, we are not left with 4 months fully. So it's less than 4 months only, 3.5 months. You should prepare at least, if you're not started till now, today you have to start. At least you have some 3 to 4 months time. You can plan accordingly and cover the entire books. Very vast syllabus nowadays. And if you are unable to clear this, then the worst part is coming up. Legal out of JAIIB. So you have 2 more subjects, specifically JAIIB available to study along with what you have studied till today. Along with that, you have to cover 2 more subjects. CAB again, retail out. So you have 3 more papers to cover. So that all will become a lot of means the demotivating factors will come up. So that will affect your performance ultimately. So I request you to mainly just to put it a wholehearted efforts in this in remaining 3 to 4 months and try to clear whatever the exam JAIIB, CAB, this attempt itself. So rest we can see in the future. Yeah, Priyansh.
Thank you, sir. So there is one common question that I've been asked in various groups these days. The question is that the last CIB exam that was conducted, the result, the certificate of which is not yet declared, right? Yeah. And the promotion exams are, I think, close by. For some banks, the promotion exams are also, close by. So there is like Sunil Kumar sir who's asking about what is the expected time in which the certificates are released by the Iabf? Or is there something they can ask or drop a mail to Iabf in order to, speed up the process?
Yeah, that's always possible. We got even 2 marks added in around 17 or 18 and 1 mark added in BFM for around in 18 or 19. So when mass representation goes for anything, I'm telling about that was about the wrong questions in the exam. So this is related to the bank promotion exams. When the mass representation go from a bunch of people, they will definitely consider it because the results are with them already. They have to get it approved by the authority and they have to publish it. And anyway, the date of publication will be the date of announcement of result when they declare officially. So ultimately, if your promotion dates have some cutoff date prior to that, in any way you are not going to be eligible. So if still your announcement has not come for the promotion exams, stress to Iabf, put large number of mails, inform them this is what we are going to face, then we are going to lose one entire year for this 5 to 6 days gap. So they will definitely come up with some alternative. They will declare the results. Already JAIIB declared it will come within this week. Expect him to get the CAB results also. I think so.
Okay, so I think Sunil sir, you've got to reply. The criteria of 4 times attempt will prevail or not. So I think Debashish sir, you're asking with respect to new pattern. Yeah. Right. So again, we have been saying that to everyone that these are the guidelines which Iabf will tell us. Right. Iabf has yet not still not updated anything on this. So if I and sir would say anything, right, this could change. So we will only say that it should be there, it should have happened or something like that. But again, these are not the correct conditions that we are telling you. We will be only guessing, right? Let Iabf come up with the detailed notification. Once Iabf is out with the detailed notification, we can then tell you about it. Right.
Exactly. So, we can only interpret the things which are already there in the domain. That's all. We cannot do what they are going to do.
See, the lawful organization to take action or to come up with the rules and regulation is Iabf. We people are the one who are interpreting those guidelines to you, right? So let Iabf come up with the detailed, rules, norms with respect to these exams, and we'll be the first one to update everything in detail. Right? No, ma'am. Actually, yeah. For this attempt, yes. For this, he's saying no. For this attempt, 4 times criteria will prevail or not.
Definitely, yes. That's why you are able to apply.
I think he might be somewhere asking about, with respect to if this is the next attempt. I would say, Debashish sir, let's not think about the extension of the attempt. Let's make sure that there is one single attempt, this attempt, and we qualify it in this single go. Now, while preparing for CIB, something that you have to take something that you have to take care is that this is, as I told you, it's an advanced level program. And in advanced level program, you have to pay attention towards the revision and short note process. Yesterday, I was interviewing Abhishek sir, right? And he qualified CIB in one single attempt. He is visually impaired and managed to score 70 plus in all the three subjects in CIB. So 75, something like that. All the three subjects, he was, he managed 70 plus, and he was there, he did his preparation in 3 months. So I was asking him, what is the key to success? He said that there was no shortcut followed. And, he has read all the concepts, made short notes. And because, it was difficult for him to write the notes, he used to make WhatsApp audio notes. See, how essential are these notes? We understood from him yesterday that, it is really essential to make short notes. And this was a feedback from long time that, we have been giving to candidates that please make short notes. Every successful candidate or banker that we interview has always to say this, that, I prepared short notes. I used to revise short notes. So I would say that is the way to success, right? You have to understand the concept. आपको कॉन्सेप्ट को अच्छे से समझना है, बिकॉज सीआईबी के लेवल पे कॉन्सेप्ट बहुत ज्यादा जरूरी है. और यही कॉन्सेप्ट बिल्डिंग आपको अगर क्वेश्चन रिवॉल्व करके आता है, थोड़ा घुमा फिरा के भी आ जाता है, तो आपके लिए वो आसान हो जाएगा सॉल्व करना अगर आपको कॉन्सेप्ट है. तो फोकस ऑन योर कॉन्सेप्ट. वंस यू आर थरो विद द कॉन्सेप्ट, देन ट्राई टू प्रैक्टिस एज मेनी क्वेश्चंस एज यू कैन, क्योंकि अल्टीमेटली आपको वो कॉन्सेप्ट कितने तरीके से पूछा जा सकता है वो आपको क्वेश्चंस के थ्रू ही पता चलेगा. आपने कॉन्सेप्ट को अच्छे से समझ लिया, बट उसको किस तरीके से मल्टीपल टाइम्स पूछा जा सकता है वो आपको समझ आएगा विद रिस्पेक्ट टू प्रैक्टिसिंग क्वेश्चंस. practice as much questions you can, and once you're done with it, continuous revision will play a role. अब रिवाइज करने के 2 तरीके हैं. मैं क्लासेस में भी सजेस्ट करती हूँ कि इस बार हमने जो बैच रखे हैं एक आर के हैं, विद द रीजन that when there are only 2 hours of classes in a day of 2 subjects, right? If you're even managing 3 to 4 hours, right? 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours in the evening, let's say, this will complete everything that you have done in a day. So last के evening में आपने 2 घंटे दिया, recorded video सुबह आ गया, सुबह 6 o'clock से लेके 7:30 तक 1.5 hour में आप दोनों classes का फिर से recorded video देख सकते हैं, right? And उसके notes को pick कर सकते हैं. So that means अगर आप ऐसे रेगुलर पैटर्न में कर रहे हो, आपका रिविजन भी हो रहा है, आपके शॉर्ट नोट्स भी बनते जा रहे हैं, और उसके बाद आपको सिर्फ क्वेश्चन प्रैक्टिस करना रह जाएगा. सो द इंटेंशन ऑफ रिड्यूसिंग द लेक्चर आवर्स टू 1 hour was that there is more focus on the revision part rather just on clearing the concept, because एक बार हमने कॉन्सेप्ट क्लियर कर दिया, उसके बाद रिविजन वाली चीज बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है और बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट रोल प्ले करती है. उसके बाद आता है प्रैक्टिस क्वेश्चन. सो लाइक टुडे आल्सो वी हैव अ प्रैक्टिस क्वेश्चन सेशन जहाँ पे हम सिर्फ क्वेश्चंस ही प्रैक्टिस करेंगे. व्हाई? बिकॉज इट इज सो इंपॉर्टेंट टू अंडरस्टैंड द क्वेश्चंस द वे they're going to ask in the exam. Then third thing is, the last thing rather I would say is to practice mock test. Now when you're practicing question, you're randomly not picking those questions, you're taking a chapter and you're practicing question from them. But when you give a mock test, these are random questions arranged in any order, right? Arranged in random order rather I would say. और वैसे ही एग्जाम में होता है. एग्जाम में क्या होता है कि आपके जो क्वेश्चंस है वो किसी भी चैप्टर से आ सकते हैं, कोई पर्टिकुलर चैप्टर से नहीं है कि फिक्स नहीं है पहला दूसरा है ऐसा. तो जब आप मॉक टेस्ट देते हो, यू बिकम एग्जाम रेडी, विच इज रियली इंपॉर्टेंट, राइट? बिकॉज आप एग्जाम से पहले एक और एग्जाम दे रहे हो. अब आप उसे एनालाइज करो जो आपने अभी दिया, और उसके बाद उसको उसके ऊपर थोड़ा सा इम्प्रोवाइज करो, एंड देन यू विल फील कि जब आप रियल एग्जाम में बैठोगे, वो जो बैरियर्स वहां पर आ सकते थे या चैलेंजेस आप जो फेस कर सकते थे, यू ऑलरेडी फेस देम इन द फर्स्ट or the 5 mock tests that you have practiced before. Now when you're sitting in the exam, वो थोड़ा सा डर तो होगा, लेकिन कॉन्फिडेंस होगा कि yes, you have already done such type of questions, you have practiced that, so it would be easy for you to solve those questions and you'll be confident enough. और थोड़ा ना कॉन्फिडेंस का काफी फर्क पड़ जाता है. डरना इज फाइन, एग्जाम से पहले हम सबको एंजाइटी हो ही जाती है, लेकिन अगर आप क्वेश्चंस नहीं कर पाए तो वो जो एक डीप संक वाली फीलिंग होती है ना, वो फील होना शुरू हो जाता है एग्जाम में कि नहीं बन रहा है, कुछ नहीं बन रहा है, और उससे काफी सारे क्वेश्चंस और जो बन सकते थे वो भी घबराहट में नहीं बनते हैं. तो एग्जाम वाली एंजाइटी इज डिफरेंट, बट व्हेन यू स्टार्ट द पेपर और 2-3 क्वेश्चन बन जाए, द एनर्जी दैट यू गेट right, is different. तो वही वो कहाँ से मिलेगा? when you practice question, when you practice mock test, so that you will feel कि हाँ, जैसे कल ही वो बता रहे थे कि एक क्वेश्चन उन्होंने कुछ एग्जाम में आया था and that was the exact question that he has done in the class. तो उनको इतना कॉन्फिडेंस मिल गया कि ये 5 मार्क्स तो कहीं नहीं गए वाला सिचुएशन, एंड दैट क्वेश्चन केम फॉर 5 मार्क्स, राइट? सो दिस इज हाउ आई थिंक बीएफएम का कोई क्वेश्चन वो बता रहे थे कि प्रवीण सर ने क्लास में करवाया था एंड दैट सेम क्वेश्चन केम इन द एग्जाम. तो दैट कॉन्फिडेंस विल कम व्हेन यू प्रैक्टिस मोर एंड मोर क्वेश्चन, कि अगर आपको एक या दो क्वेश्चन एग्जैक्टली मिल गए, राइट, या सिमिलर मिल गए, आई एम श्योर कि वो जो मोटिवेशन लेवल है, कॉन्फिडेंस लेवल, वो बिल्कुल अलग हो जाएगा, राइट? एनीथिंग दैट वी कैन ऐड, मुर्गन सर?
No, perfectly. We are covering everything now. But as you told that they have to just put up their all-out effort, and this taking notes, of course, that's very much important, because that's the one which will help you during the revision part. Like nowadays, IAB make it's a kind of unofficial mandatory. Like they have 2 exams at a time, like Saturday, Sunday. Means that the PPP and AFP, IAP and legal, yeah, something like that. And during those period, you will not get time to revise at all, because you might have given the exam, like the evening batches, 2 o'clock, you might have come back only after 5 o'clock. And next day again exam you have, so you have very limited time for revision. So these notes will be a very handy thing during this revision part. That's why we repeatedly tell taking the notes, yeah, having a short notes with you. Making notes by yourself, it's very much useful, because you are going through the notes and you are writing the notes. So you will be very much aware of the content what you have written, and that will be very helpful in revising. And as Priyansh told, that will help you to score very good marks also. Like visually challenged, one Abhishek says, just now Priyansh mentioned, there are so many students like that. We have to get confidence from these people. Like once they can put their whole-hearted effort, they can find ways to take the notes, like WhatsApp video, WhatsApp audio, and all. They can find time to go through study. Why can't we? With their level of difficulties, they are able to put up all their efforts to clear this exam. So it's very much possible for everybody. If you put up a whole-hearted effort, definitely you are going to clear this exam. This is what we repeatedly stress on you. And along with you, now so many people are available to guide you. This was not the situation around 5-6 years back. There are very limited, very limited people. When I started coaching, teaching, taking some classes in 2000, maybe 11, 12 and all, absolutely nobody except NS Dur. He was taking very limited classes. Otherwise, nobody was available in the market. And now you have a number of opportunities. You have live classes with Adda for mostly all the classes now they started. So you have the optimum resources available now to go through. So utilize them properly and try to get clear in your exams at the earliest. As you delay, like that's what I told in one of our last session also. As you delay, as you fail in one of the exams, that will definitely bring your morale down, and that will track you further. So put all out effort whenever you are applying for the exam, and try to clear the exam, and that it's the attempt itself. Yeah, Priyansh.
Sure, sir. So I think how can we focus on numerical concept? I think more, Prashant sir, your question would be with respect to how the stats question, right? With respect to it. So stats question, the focus, or numerical concept, when you say stats question, I would say there's only one way, and that is the easiest way. Yesterday also we were discussing that whenever you talk about numericals or statistic question, the easiest part is that the formula never changes. These are already so lengthy question that they cannot add more to it. So they would be asked in a way, we are covering it in the classes, or if any other respective classes you're taking, in all the way, there's such lengthy question. When you see correlation, regression, finding out the variance, all these are such lengthy process that, once you give this question in the exam, you're expecting, and that to 5 marks. So there are 5 questions, right? You have to find the value of A, you have to find the value of B, C. How can you expect them to add more difficulty to it when it is already lengthy? So module B, I think, is the easiest one in ABM, because you only have to practice those right? You only have to practice those particular formulas. You adopt that process of learning, practice certain types of questions that have been asked in the previous year from the same part, like correlation, regression. What are the different patterns that they have come up in the previous year as well? You're done with it. And I'm sure that 20-25 marks are not going anywhere. Just you have to do one thing. You have to be careful with the calculation. At times when I'm also solving these questions, I also mix up with the calculation because there are lots and lots of calculations. So you have to be very particular about the calculation. Make sure that you do carefully so that you don't have to check it twice, right? Because it is time consuming then for you because you have a whole exam to take care of, all the questions that you have to take care of. So module B, yes, I would say it is the easiest one with respect to scoring marks. Yes, time taking initially, but once you master it, you will find it easy because each and every question has the same type of thing they're asking. Right. So that is why I think you have to pay much more attention and focus on module B as well. Again, this time when you see the paper, you will find that there is no corner of the module that has not been asked. Right. There's no single chapter that, I would have said, okay, leave this chapter. ऐसा नहीं हुआ. हर एक chapter में से, हर एक area में से there was question. So the learning is that you don't skip any topic, you don't skip any chapter or module. Don't think like that. Sometimes, some bankers come up and say कि module B छोड़ देते हैं. It's like you're leaving 25% of the paper. Don't do that. So like when for others, the paper is for 100 marks. For you, it is only 75. Now, out of scoring 50 out of 75 would be a real challenge with respect to scoring 50 out of 100. Right? So that's something you have to pay attention.
And the worst part, the model which he left will have more than 40 marks in that particular paper. And that will become the worst part. Then he may have to stick with 60. From 60, he has to take 50. That will be a possible task.
You made it more scary.
Oh, definitely. That is not at all advisable. Not for anybody, not for any time. I never...
It is not advisable, right?
Yeah, not at all advisable. At least if you don't have sufficient time, at least read it once, go through them, so know something about that particular model. Skipping a model is not at all advisable task.
And that too, even in JAIIB, I used to say them, don't skip numerical, because the question that used to come frequently was that there were only 10 to 12 questions in the exam. I said, see the weightage. That 10-12 question has a weightage of 20-22 marks, right? The out of 110 questions are not from, let's say, numericals, but 10 questions that were from numericals were carrying 20 marks, right? So that is like 20% of the paper. You have to understand it in that way, that, weightage is important, not the number of questions when you talk in JAIIB. Okay, so I think these were the questions asked. In case you have any other doubt, you can ask me and Mugan sir. We're there to help you. Meanwhile, I will show them the process of the new enrolling in the new batch that is started. All right, just give me 1 minute. So we have started with a new batch of CIB with respect to the complete batch, right? And I'll share the process how you can enroll in this batch. So this is a very simple process. You have to visit adda247.com or you can download Adda 24/7 app. You could see the link over here. Just click on it and it will direct you to the store from where you can easily download it. Once you have downloaded this, right, if you're not able to download, you can click on JAIIB CIB over here and you will find CIB November bilingual batch. Now, when I talk about Adda 24/7, we at Adda 24/7 provide you bilingual as well as English, complete English medium batch. So you can go for bilingual, you can go for English medium, you can go for live classes, you can go for video course, right? That is also an option available. So what you can do, if you want to enroll in this live batch, just click on it. And you will find there's an option called view offers. Here you have to use the code for the purpose of discount Y183 and you have to click on apply. You'll find that the price of the batch has come down to 4139. So this batch started as on 16th of August, right? And from 16th, it is like there were certain holidays and everything. So effectively, you have not missed much, right? So just you have to, you can just enroll in it, use the code, click on the continue process, fill in the details, and you can move for the purpose of enrollment. Right. Also, there is English medium batch that is available. So we have CIB classes in English as well as bilingual. Right. So here, this is the English medium batch, which is starting. There's a new batch that is starting from September 3rd onwards. right? So this is the complete English medium batch. I'll share the link with you. And here again, you have to click on buy now. Once you click on buy now, you will use the code Y183, click on apply. The price will come down to 4139. A complete live batch, right? And you can just enroll and you can start with your preparation. There's already one batch that has started, so you can either go for the existing batch, but I would recommend when you're going for a batch, go for a live batch. That is much better and much efficient also to enhance your learning process. Also, the registration of CIB will start from 30th September. I would say rather not to wait for the registration process, rather start your learning as soon as possible. Right. So that's all from my side. Anything to add, sir?
Yeah, and when the registration starts, please try to apply on the first days, like initial 3-4 days, because the seats and the time, availability of the location is all related to that. And after 1 week or so, you may be missing that there is no means the seat available in your locality. Then you have to switch over to a place which is 100 kilometers away from your location or something. A lot of people face this issue. So whenever it opens, at least apply on the first initial 2-3 days. That will be always better.
Sorry. I think that's all from my side as well. And keep preparing, keep learning. And in case you face any difficulty, any doubt, feel free to ask me and sir by commenting in the session. Once the session is over, the comment box will be over. You can ask your doubts, you can ask your query. I'll attach the link of the badges attached in the chat, running parallel there. So you can click on it, click on the links. You can just enroll as soon as possible and let us know in case you have any doubt or difficulty. So thank you, everyone. Take care. Have a good day. Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.